So as usual, I have no recollection of what I said I was going to do last time. I'm probably going to directly contradict myself, and we're heading to Mewtwo. So, no, I do actually have plans other than that for this video. It's not something I can take lightly, because I imagine this is going to take a while just to get through the cave in general and to catch the damn thing, because I'm not going to Master Ball it. But, once that's finished, however long that takes, I do have one other thing planned. But yeah, here we go. Now, if you're used to playing Red and Blue, or Fire Red and Leaf Green, basically the moment I head in here, it's going to look weird, and that's because this cave has changed designs like 3 times for some reason. Within Gen 1 alone, it had the original red-green design, and then it had the Japanese blue design, which was carried over into international red and blue, and then it has the yellow design. I don't know if any one of those in particular is like more difficult than the others to get through, but it's just kind of a thing that happened. I don't know, it's weird. So, I do have a list of hidden items open. I'm going to try to get them. I'm just trying to actually pay attention to what I'm doing here. I also fully expect wild Pokemon to pop up, like, in about a quarter of a second here. I'm not sure why they haven't yet. Because I certainly can't repel them away unless I lead with Nidoqueen. And yeah, we've got Weepinbell in a cave, because, you know, why not? That's the other thing I wanted to talk about in this place. Just in addition to the actual layout of the place changing, and by the way, Ditto's here. Sure is useful to have another Ditto location now that I've already filled the decks. But yeah, in addition to the like layout changing, the wild Pokemon have also changed a bit, and they're freaking weird as shit. Rather than having the usual cave stuff that you'd expect, like Golbat here, and like Graveler, and maybe Machoke, and a couple other things. You get Weepinbell, and Gloom, and Venomoth, Dodrio, Wigglytuff, Raichu, they're Chansey, like, not necessarily all in the same game, mind you, but, okay. At least I found that one. But yeah, it's just, there's just kind of weird shit in here. Now that I think I found the only hidden item on this particular floor, I can pull up the list and tell you for certain. So let's see. So for the first floor, we've got Golbat, Magneton, Hypno, Arbok, Venomoth, Dodrio, Parasect, Kadabra, Raichu, Ditto, Rapidash, Gloom, Weepinbell, Parasect. Again, this is like a combination of the different games. Those are not all in the same version. And then just kind of as you get deeper, it just kind of changes itself up a bit. It's really weird. I never got why they did that. We've got Electrode, Wigglytuff, Chansey. There's a few things in here that I've not actually caught. Like I mentioned before, Sandslash, I had to evolve a Sandshrew to get. I could catch one in here. Same goes for Rhydon. I didn't realize that was in here. And, of course, if we go way back to the beginning of the playthrough, speaking of Rhydon, there it is. If you go way back to the beginning, there was the Lickitung that I got through Mew Glitch. That one is apparently exclusive to the bottom floor of this cave at 5%, because why not? I don't frickin' know. Okay, so just the left. Is it in here? Oh, yeah, here's the second hidden item. I don't know why I'm bothering with these hidden items, it's just something I like to do. There is now only one more left in the game. Also, I should probably go through this ladder, but I'm just trying to make sure I explore the whole thing, so let's see where this leads to. since I have no idea what the layout of this place is like, I won't really know when I'm close to the end either. But I think one of the recurring trends of Cerulean Cave is you usually go through a lot of garbage to get to the final floor, and then once you're there, you don't have to do any more, like, back and forth. You're pretty much just there, and you go in a straight line to Mewtwo. I could be wrong, though. Hey, wait a second. Did I go backwards? I feel like I've just explored this section. This very much looks familiar. I would love to not get these constant interruptions, so you know what? I said I wasn't gonna do this, but let's freaking do it. I don't care. I don't need to catch anything, so this will make my life a lot less annoying. So this is where I first came in, right? Yeah. And is there a ladder other than the one that I just went through? There's that one. And this just leads back, so yeah, I think it's just that one. Glad I brought repels, because I'm wasting a lot of steps just going in circles here. Okay, so we go in here. And, oh, right, there's just, okay. Don't mind me. I'm an idiot. Alright, so here's another thing, which eventually I'm going to end up running out of bag space, I'm guessing. It's highly probable. Also, I just looked at the list of hidden items, and apparently all 3 of the hidden items are PP ups. So, I don't think I've used a PP up in this playthrough. I'm fairly certain of that. I had 5 before going into here, and apparently there's 3 in this cave, so I guess there's just 8 total in the whole game, and almost half of them are in here. Alright. That's probably progress, so we're not going to do that. You know what? I miss the wild encounters interrupting me constantly. Let's bring those back. And before complaints that this isn't a true playthrough because I didn't catch Sandslash and right on here, but whatever. I mean, nobody but me would actually make that playthrough, or would make that claim, so I don't know why I said it. Yep, we're getting ready right now. And is that it? Okay. Yeah, this one's a lot more linear than the Cerulean Caves I'm used to. Usually it's like you have a lot of different paths that kind of intersect on each other and you have to find the correct one. This one is more or less a straight shot once you, like, you wander around until you find the next ladder, basically. There's not really much confusion. And final item of the game. Yep. Okay, no longer have to worry about that. There's just kind of 2 items sitting side by side, because why not? Turns out one of them's an electrode. Didn't actually expect that to be the case, but it would have been kind of funny. What other weird Pokemon do we have in this place? I think I've said all of them. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, apparently Clefairy. Clefairy is in Japanese blue specifically. In all other versions, it's a Chansey. Alright, I'll just... Of course, one step in it immediately. There we go. How have I not run out of bag space yet? Oh, wait, there's Mewtwo. Or Rhydon. Not that you can frickin' tell from a distance. So obviously once I catch it, I'll have to check the spot where it was standing so I can get the Mist Stone. Alright, let's see how awful this is going to be. I basically just kind of have to hope that it doesn't use Psychic. because if it does, there's no chance I'll survive. Make your time. Yeah, let me just show for certain here. I did not actually bring any Master Balls. I could have, but I chose not to. And save again, because I'm paranoid. And here we go. You're not Mew. You're humping. So, less than flattering story about myself. I'm gonna go ahead and just say it was 4th grade. I don't know that for certain, but 4th grade is a meme at this point. At some point when I was younger, I had like this project that I made for school. It was just some kind of like diorama or whatever, and when we were standing outside the school waiting to get in, waiting to get in that day, I remember like kind of standing over it because it was raining and I didn't want it to get ruined, and I was standing in this really shitty pose similar to what Mewtwo was doing here, and somebody called me out on it, and they're like, dude, why are you like humping the air? I'm like, I'm blocking the thing. Mewtwo stands that way, and they're like, okay, but he's cool enough to get away with it. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Of course. You know what I should probably do is try to freeze this thing. That would be my best bet at catching it. Because that will prevent it from... Oh, I forgot it could do that. Okay. So yeah, I think I need to freeze this thing. Now, when I was playing through Red on the 3DS, I decided on a whim to kind of just chuck an Ultra Ball at this thing at full health and not even bother weakening it, and it worked on my very first try. I highly doubt that's gonna happen this time, but you know what, let's give it a shot just for the hell of it. Nope. And dead. At this point, it's in the yellow, I'm just gonna chuck balls at it. I think my best hope at catching this is to freeze it. And usually I don't like to rely on Nidoqueen here, but it's going to die to Psychic anyway, so I only get so many chances. And thus we have had a successful run. Okay, yeah. New plan. Get really lucky with Ice Beam. It's a good plan. Also, hold on. Damn it, I had a Blizzard TM in my inventory, and I put it away before I got here. Blizzard has a higher freeze chance, I think. Oh well. Okay, so it's gonna outspeed me. I have to hope that it doesn't use Psychic. If it does use Swift, I still might die anyway, but I have a higher chance of living. And if it uses either Barrier or Recover, then I'm good. And I just kind of have to hope that I get lucky here. Yeah, not so much. We're gonna do this on screen for a while, but there's a very good chance that this is going to be complete garbage and need to be, like, cut. I don't know, we'll see. Especially if it keeps doing this, use Psychic first turn every single time crap. Alright. Criticals are decent. Not what I'm hoping for, though. Don't die. Alright. Come on, freeze it. Come on. It's fine. Freeze it. Come on. No, you're an asshole. Ooh, that 1 out of 10 chance. I at least ask. What the fuck? Doesn't even move, gets an encounter. I did a pivot in place. I'm saving up here just so I don't have to turn right every time I reload. Yes, I am that lazy. So yeah, this is no surprise to anybody, but Mewtwo is broken as shit in Gen 1. because it has an extremely high special stat, which covers both attack and defense. It's a psychic type, which means it basically has no weaknesses. It gets access to amnesia, which as a kid I didn't think was a big deal, but now that I am older and wiser, I understand that it is. Because basically, you send out your Mewtwo, you use amnesia a few times, you recover off any damage that you took during those turns, because chances are you didn't die. Like, if you're getting close to dying, then you're doing it wrong, but you can recover, so whatever. And then you go to town with probably Psychic and, like, maybe Blizzard or something. And there's basically nothing the opponent can do to stop you unless they're doing the exact same thing. Allegedly Parasect and somehow Tangela are good counters. I have yet to see this be the case. I can kind of understand, like... Let's see, if I'm using a Mewtwo and my opponent has a Parasect, I know that they're going to try to Spore me. And that would be a problem, but... Hear me out here. I could also just kill the Parasect. Like, instead of... Like, I see that they sent that thing out. I decide to not use Amnesia this turn, and instead I use Psychic, and it dies. I don't think it would actually survive a single one of those. I don't know, maybe it would. If it doesn't die... Oh, there we go. Okay. So if it doesn't die from Psychic, then it'll use Spore and I fall asleep, and oh shit, my Mewtwo's asleep. Let me go change to one of my other Pokemon, kill the Parasect, and then, like, send Mewtwo back out and have it survive a few turns, because nothing's going to be able to hit it that hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm overrating it slightly. I don't know if its physical defense is that great. That might be, like, its one minor weak point. So if you hit it with just strong normal-type moves from, like, a Tauros or something, then I guess that's your best way of dealing with it. Really? Huh. That is not how the birds worked. If it shook at all, then it would always stay in the ball. I guess this one's different. Okay. So, not the first ball, but second one. Words hurt worse than if someone froze. I don't actually know what that's from, I just wanted to quote it. Also, fun fact, its species name there is genetic. I saw some kind of merchandise that called it generic. I thought that was pretty funny. Alright. We've got 150. Wait, what? Okay. Did I have a stroke? I'm gonna have to remember to check the footage there, because I swear when I paused, my character, like, moved on his own or something. That was weird. I don't know. I'm probably just going crazy. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. And we've got some more Mew glitch to do. We could actually get Mew at this point. Not really any reason I couldn't. I think my number one reason for not doing it was because I was paranoid that, like, one person said that if you had a Mew, Pokemon Stadium would, like, not agree with it and would delete your file. I really don't think that's true, but I guess I'll hold off on it for a little while longer just in case. But anyway, let's go ahead and put away the team temporarily. Let's grab our usual pile of shit. No, I don't know what I'm even talking about. We need our Fat Hidoo, and for right now, that's it. Totally haven't done this process several billion times. Oh, and this is still the extended Mew glitch, so we've got the extra fun of having to deal with finding a Ditto. I guess I could get one in Cerulean Cave, but I also don't want to die to the random Manators in there, so I think we're just going to do the usual method. No. No. There we go. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the backup Mewtwo for the... Why did I fly here? I should have gone to Vermilion. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Whatever, it didn't take that long to get here. I'm getting the backup Mewtwo for the Crystal Collection. But, aside from doing that, and then getting the actual Mew, there is still one other thing I'm going to be doing with Mew Glitch here, and we're about to find out what that is in a few minutes. Again, I may have even spoiled it at some point. I don't remember. Also, I probably should have spent a bunch of money. Oops. Oh well, I can get more. I don't really care. Okay, maybe I care a little bit, but not that much. Get you out. I have 2 Magnetons now. There is a reason for that. The lower level one. And Digmit. And I also need to get a Master Ball, because I'm not going to catch the second Mewtwo the proper way. Screw that. I like how I've basically never used the bicycle in this playthrough, just because I never feel like using it. Like, if this was Gen 2, then I would, because you can just map it to select, but it's like ever so slightly too inconvenient to bother with in Gen 1, since I have the speed up on the Dojrio Game Boy anyway. Okay, that actually worked out quite well. Alright, how long will it be before I find a Ditto? Will we get lucky and get one early on? That would be nice. Probably not. Oh, there's our thumbnail. I don't know why Grimer has a tendency to be in so many thumbnails. At this point, it just needs to be the mascot of the game. Pokémon Purple version, starring Grimer. Also starring the cheat Baxter Burney. Baxter Burney. Yeah, I don't know. So, pointless side story time. I don't remember if this was told in the Donkey Kong Country Return stream. I think it was. So it's a repeat, but since this is watched by more people, I kind of wanted to mention it, because someone in a different stream wanted me to repeat the story, and I didn't. At work, a few weeks ago, we started getting a bunch of counterfeit 20s, and it was pretty good. Just kind of one day out of nowhere, they started showing up. We were pretty sure that it was somebody that, like a delivery driver ended up getting them, and so we're like, well, we'll just make sure that the drivers check the 20s before they actually leave, or like if they do get them, then we'll like report the people or whatever. And then we kept getting a bunch more, so they're like, okay, this is more serious than we initially thought. Probably need to check all the 20s we get. So they put up this sign that had one of the fake 20s on it, just for like comparison, so you could see what it looked like and what to check for. And the sign said, "Do not accept $20 bills without checking first." And it was EXCEPT. So that was pretty good. Several customers, of course, pointed out that it was a typo, and I'm like, or not, that it was a misspelling, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, like, what do you want me to say? But, so we kept checking those, and yet they still kept coming in, and they're like, this is like really serious, we're losing a ton of money here, like, check your frickin' bills before you get them, we need to find out who's letting these things in. Then, suddenly, like, out of nowhere one day, the manager, Mike, that I've talked about in the past, who is the one who just kind of goes around and, like, roots people on but doesn't do much work himself, he just says that he's quitting, and he's going to work in the oil fields. We don't know what this means. It's just, he's working in the oil fields, okay. I mean, whatever. Props to you, whatever the fuck that entails. And, mysteriously, after he stopped working, this fake 20 stopped coming in. What do you know? So, we are reasonably sure that he just kind of had them and was, like, swapping them out for real 20s in the register, and now he's gone, so, yeah. Yeah, good guy. That was pretty much the whole story. So, we've got our second Mewtwo. I'll put it in a different box later on and all that crap, but whatever. Time to do Mew Glitch one more time. Well, we're going to do it 2 more times in a different video because we have to actually catch Mew, but that's a different story. Whoa, that was a weird noise. Oh, yeah, let's actually go to the place I want to go to this time. So, have you worked out yet what I'm going to be doing? Faces down and still somehow sees me. For the record, this is something I've not actually ever done before. I'm just kind of blindly hoping that it's going to work. Come on. There we go. And like all Mew Glitch tricks, I have to go here and spend 25 minutes finding a Ditto again, so that's always fun. I think there was another, like, tangentially related work story that I wanted to tell, that was not quite as stupid and, like, illegal as the counterfeit $20 bill story, but, do I have Ditto? Or, no, I have... Okay, what the hell is actually on my team? Okay, I need the higher level Magneton. Trying to remember what it was. It wasn't a stupid customer story. I think it was just... Oh, it was the fucking guy flirting with 17-year-olds. Let's just forget about that one. That one isn't worth telling again. I'll leave it at that, and that's all you really need to know. Because other than that, he actually seems pretty decent. I found that a bit questionable. Oh, look at that, girls. Your order's free now. Really, dude? Alright. So, once again, we wait. And I could probably have elaborated more on that story, but I really don't mean to shit all over everybody that works there. So, like, let's keep some of this stuff slightly less insulting. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. All I know is we need to hire a shit ton more people because I'm sick of being the only person, like, to be up in the front for the entire day. Because if I only had to do, like, 1 or 2 things, that would be fine, but when you have to be the only person answering phones and checking out the people that are there, like, at the counter and at the drive-thru, while also maintaining a steady box supply, it gets to be a bit much. And the other people who are supposed to be doing this job just kind of don't come in. And, like, we want to get rid of them, but can't because then we would have even less people. So we just need a shit ton of people to get hired, and nobody's applying. It really sucks. Come on, Ditto. Yes, I know, you're a blob. You're not Ditto, though. It's almost like maybe I should be cutting this out, but... too bad. For the record, the other magneton I was using had a special of 131. This one has 226. There, those are two numbers that you needed to know. I don't know why, but we can just claim that you did. 131 is the number of Lapras. 226 is the number of Mantine, I think. Is it? 225 is Delibird. Yeah, it's... okay. I like how this thing is level 18. I didn't notice that. Why is it so low level? Okay. Let's get out of here. And are we ready for stupidity? 'Cause I don't know if we are. Put you away. Put you away. Withdraw the entire team. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the Elite Four team, because I feel like it. As we listen to this song sped up for much longer than anyone would ever want to. Alright. Are we ready for this? Who do I want to lead with? I'll give you a shot. Why not? Alright, let's say hello to the true final boss of this game.
There were objectives you had to fulfill to get to the real final boss.
Yup. He only has 2? I thought he had like 6. What the hell? What is this team? Okay, I don't know if this worked right. I'm gonna have to look something up. What the Ugh. That's annoying. He was supposed to have a team of 6. Of, like, high-level good stuff. And Mega Kick misses a bunch. Okay. That was, huh. Why does he have Electrode and Wheezing? I'm slightly concerned now. I mean, not that anything, like, negative happened for me doing this, I guess, but... Does he show up again? No? Okay, that was extremely disappointing, so, hold on for a minute, and let me look up what I did wrong, and we'll see if we can get the actual battle to show up. Okay, let's try this again. Apparently I was supposed to lower this thing's attack several stages. I did not realize that was a necessary part of the process. So we still want it to transform into Magneton, but now I want to... Oh, come on. There we go. Now I want it to get growled at a few times, and luckily enough for me, Digmit is immune to electric attacks, so I only have to worry about Sonic Boom and Supersonic, which, to be fair, is half of its moveset, but I can heal if I need to. And it's paralyzed. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we get in a 5th? Yeah. Can we get in a 6th? No. Okay. 5 is good enough. Okay, so, Professor Oak has 3 different teams that you can get, depending on the attack level of the thing that you fight. I don't know which one 5 Growls corresponds to, but we're about to find out, I guess. So let's switch up the team again. Yeah, I don't know what was up with the Electrode and Wheezing. That seemed a bit random. That was probably, like, a team from some other random trainer in the game, but why they gave that one to Professor Oak, couldn't tell you. Now, as for why Oak even has a team in this game, that's a bit more unusual, just in general. I think it's kind of implied that he was meant to be, like, the final boss at some point. Like, if not necessarily, like, the champion instead of the rival, then maybe, like, somebody you would fight in the post-game after that. Because, he definitely has one of the starters, and it very well could have been the one that you and the rival didn't pick. So, I don't know. I think it would have been cool. I don't know why they didn't include it. Because they obviously planned for it at one point. But either way, let's go ahead and do this shit. Hopefully he's going to actually have the correct team this time. You better not be the frickin', like, youngster that I'm running away from. Oh, what the fuck? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Okay, I'm trying to think. What did I do different this time? Nothing's coming to mind. This is fairly obnoxious. Whatever, let's just... Maybe Oak will show up after this. What did I do wrong? Yeah, and we fight him twice. Ugh. This happened once before, and I don't remember what I did wrong to trigger it. Like, I did the trick like I usually do, and then I fought the thing that I needed to, and... No. Stop that right now. And now the game is... Yeah, now the route is, like, lagging out, like it did that other time. What the hell? Okay, we're resetting. We're gonna get this trick to work. You're not gonna watch me do it again, but we're gonna get this damn trick to work. Okay, so far so good. Yay, 5 Pokemon, alright. Again, still would love to know what I did wrong that last time, but here we go. Yep, he's got some levels. And if I don't kill this Tauros on the first turn, it's going to pose a bit of a problem. So, let's hope I outspeed it. Or that it does something dumb. Okay, that activated Badge Boost. That works in my favor. Ugh. Do that again. Or get locked into Rage. Wow, okay. As shitty of a move as Rage is, I was not expecting it to do that much damage. I should be able to... Well, no, because it... Yeah, I have a lowered defense and all that, so let's switch out. Here, you resist. Normal. Obviously, there's no real stakes behind this battle, but I want to give it my best shot. I don't remember what Blue's levels were in the champion fight, but I think this is about on par with that. And, yep, because he has one of the starters, much like the rival, he has kind of like a backup squad of grass, fire, and water that fills in whatever starters he doesn't have. I think it's Executor, Arcanine, and... I want to say Lapras. I don't think it's Lapras. I don't remember what the last one is. I don't know if he's going to have Charizard or Blastoise here, so we might see what it is, but anyway. Could Pin Missile it. I'm going to want to save Brexit for his water type, though, so let's, no, screw it. Playing it safe here. Boom! Of course, critical on a multi-hit move. Why not? Are you a juice bag? Juice bag? Because that's the word I meant to say. Juice bag? Okay. And for the first time in history, something has died to Barrage. Fuck it. Probably doesn't even have a grass move anyway. If it does, it's Solar Beam, so I can switch out. I don't even know if this thing gets any grass moves that aren't Solar Beam. Nope, I'm just gonna stick with Barrage. Okay. Is that the only move you have? By all means, buddy, keep doing that. Alright, so he has a Blastoise, I guess. Let's see. Can I survive a Fire Blast or whatever it's gonna do? Oh, I can probably survive an Ember. Methinks your team wasn't necessarily very well thought out here. At least in terms of move pool. That Ember still did a shit ton more damage than I thought it would, though. And yeah, probably dead from takedown. Okay, no. Can at least get a solid hit in with this. Kind of getting my ass kicked here. Blue, 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 blue. Yeah. The damage rolls on that Ember are working out quite well for me, because that first one took me below half, and the second one didn't finish me off. Fucking crikey, come on. Stop that right now. And now if it uses takedown, I'm hosed. Yeah, hosed. Oh well, recoil damage. You have some health. What does he have besides the Blastoise? Oh. Okay, I was wrong. I guess he has all three types plus a starter, so there's a little bit of redundancy there. This is not a good matchup for me at all. Let's, Pin Missile, probably. Still 4 times effective because it beats Poison. Ice Beam, but weak to Grass. Weak to Grass. Neutral. So yeah. Let's see if I can survive a single hit from this thing. That's not good. Sacrificial Pony. I don't know what Sacrificial Pony means, but we're like, that's not actually a term, is it? I don't know what I was trying to say there. I know there's some kind of term I was trying to use, and I don't remember what it was, so ignore me. Ooh, higher special, that's exactly what I want to deal with. Luckily, Pin Missile goes off of physical defense, and it's still not doing jack for damage. Fucking hell. Sacrificial Pony. Ooh, that worked out well, okay. Here, let's heal you up. That also works out well. Heal you up. And kick to the face. Jeez, this thing has high defense. Also, this timely paralysis working out quite well for me. Alright, come on, Drill Peck. Ah. Ugh, alright. So I guess that just leaves his water type. Oh, Gyarados, right. Well, this thing will die to Thunderbolt. The question is, like, I know I'm gonna well, I don't know I'm gonna outspeed it. This thing is practically double my level here. Jolteon is really fast. I just don't know if it's a one-hit KO with this high of a level, because Gyarados has high special in Gen 1. So let's get it back up, just in case. guess you. Thank you so much for missing that hydro pump. It did about as much as I figured. And he's dead as shit. Oh, damn, okay. Never mind. And that was the Professor Oak battle. Okay. Well, that was pretty much what I had planned for this one, but before we wrap this up, let's just go visit the old fogey in person. Get the Pokédex rated, and then I'll go and get the diploma. And that's all we got. Okay. Now, just for reference here, like, obviously Mew isn't required for a full Pokédex by the game standards, but it's not specifically that you don't need Mew, it's that you don't need 151. So if you have Mew but are missing something else, then it'll still actually consider it complete. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and talk to this dude. That's a pretty lame diploma there. I figured it would at least have like a little Pikachu on it or something. Is that only if you print it out? Show up to the development? What do you mean? Oh. I didn't realize they got different dialogue. Yes, but give me a minute. Alright. So, let's hold on. Let me actually save. And then printer error music. We're just gonna go out on that.